What's happening, YouTube land? So, as one of the most popular characters in the Marvel Universe, there is no shortage of Wolverine product for us as fans to buy. You know, there's a lot of different Wolverine statues for us as collectors to own, which can make it very daunting as a new collector to try to figure out what Wolverine statue works best for you. So in this video, I'm going to go over my top 5 favorite Wolverine statues that I have owned, that I have seen, and that's what we're going to do today, so stay tuned. If this is your first time on the channel, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can stay up to date on all of our content. And in the comments below, let me know which character you would like to see broken down into a top 5 statues video. I plan on doing a few of these, or many more, depending on the feedback from you guys. But I'd like to get to the characters that you all want to see done first. So let me know in the comments below which is the next one you want to see done. And with that, let's go! Alright, so rounding out the bottom of my top 5 list is the Iron Studios Weapon X. Now some of you may be asking, why this one over the XM Studios Weapon X? Both have similar concepts, and you actually get a little more with the XM Studios statue, so I can understand why more people might say the XM Studios. Where I feel the XM Studios goes a little overboard is in the base. Iron Studios delivers the same idea without taking so much real estate, which for us as collectors is our biggest enemy. Another cool aspect of this statue is that it can be displayed in 2 different ways. One with Weapon X inside of the containment chamber, and one where he's actually coming out and looking like he's about to attack some dudes. Another thing I like about this one over the XM Studios is that it's a little bit more comic accurate. It's got that little extension there in the visor that the XM Studios doesn't show, and then the actual helmet is colored in silver, which is what I remember it being in the comics, whereas the XM Studios is a green color. Another really cool aspect about this statue is that it's got an extremely low edition size, with only 300 of these produced worldwide. It's actually the lowest of all of the Wolverine statues on this list, and I think of all of the Wolverine statues ever produced by licensed studios. And all of this for $599, which is another really low price for these premium statues these days. So you can't beat that. All right, and next up is the XM Studios Brown Suit Wolverine statue. Now this is the first brown suit Wolverine statue that I really liked, and it actually made me appreciate the brown suit over the yellow one. This one was also sculpted by Ramel Chopra, which is a fantastic sculptor that I think you guys should be following. This statue pays homage to the Frank Miller series where Wolverine is battling it out in Japan. It shows Wolverine about to jump off a rooftop and dive down on the helpless ninjas. On this one, I really like the composition on this piece. It is highly dynamic, with Wolverine looking like he's about to jump off the roof, claws all bared, just looking like he's going beast mode, which I really think is really dope. Also, thing about this piece that I think is really cool is that it has some switch outs where you can have the Wolverine claws either being metal, you can have the bone claws, or you can switch them out where he's holding 2 katanas in either hand. Also, you get the option to swap out the portrait, and you can have an unmasked version of him if you choose to display him that way. Now, the only downside on this piece is it comes with a premium sticker price. It is actually very expensive to get inside the United States. So you have to consider that when you're wanting to get it. But it is well worth the price of admission. Now that brings me to the Wolverine Premium Format figure of 2018. Notice that I actually have to put a date on that one. That's because this is actually the 3rd Wolverine Premium Format statue that has been released within like a 5-year period. So Sideshow does produce a lot of these, but this one to me is the absolute best one that they have produced yet of the yellow and blue suit. So this one was sculpted by the legendary Martin Canal. So, you have to consider that. That guy is fantastic. He has done amazing statues for Sideshow over the years. This one to me really had it all in my opinion. It features Wolverine atop an intricately designed sentinel hand. Sideshow chose to do it in like a metallic aqua blue, which I think looks really awesome. Makes it pop in your collection. I think that looks really cool, especially with that yellow suit. It is very, very vibrant. The suit itself is a variation of the Astonishing X-Men suit. Sideshow took a little bit of liberty with the design, but I think they did an excellent job. It's got all the right texture in all the right places. It's got an excellent paint job through and through from head to toe. Features metal claws, and if you get the exclusive edition, you have the option to have them with an unmasked portrait as well. All of this for under $600. Now it does have a very high edition size and is actually still available on Sideshow's site because of that. But still, I think this is one of the best Wolverine statues out there. Now next up is the Sideshow Logan Premium Format figure, sculpted by the amazing Daniel Bell. This one is a fantastic piece. It is the best version of Wolverine that you're gonna get with an unmasked look. He looks beastly in this sculpt. I think it's an amazing looking statue. I love that it doesn't take a lot of presence. The base is not super big, but it's got really nice detail, and it gives you that whole feeling that he's in the scene. You know, he's in a bar fight from the looks of it. The way I can see this, I would think that you would have a saber tooth that would line up with it, but Sideshow hasn't announced a saber tooth just yet to go with this statue. So it could happen, it maybe not, but as a standalone piece, I think it's fantastic. Another cool aspect of this statue, it's the only Wolverine licensed piece that I've seen that features battle damage. So you can actually see a little bit of the metal skull peering through at the top of the exclusive head, which I think looks really, really cool. It does feature mixed media jeans, but on this particular statue, it actually works really well. You know, it looks very nice. It almost looks like it's sculpted the way it was done. So I think that's done very, very nicely. Really awesome statue. Another one that is under the $600 mark. And for Wolverine statues, it's on the low side in addition for the Sideshow statues that were released. So I think that's pretty cool as well. Very cool piece. If you're a Wolverine fan, you should get this one. All right, and the absolute number one on my list is the Wolverine versus Hulk maquette. Now I know this is not a standalone Wolverine statue, but to me, this is a Wolverine piece. I love this statue. This thing is an homage to the Hulk 181 comic book, which is the first appearance of Wolverine, the first cover appearance of Wolverine. And I think it's done fantastically. It's one of the best looking Wolverine statues in my opinion. It's one of the best dioramas in my opinion that Sideshow's produced. And I just love everything about it. And you know, to boot, what I love about dioramas is you get two characters. You know, you get a Wolverine and you get a Hulk. So if you're a Hulk fan, you also get a Hulk to go along with this one. Now, downside on this piece is that it's got a super high edition size, so it's actually still available on Sideshow's site, which could be cool for, you know, you guys that haven't gotten it yet. It's only $650, so that's really nice. Also, it's priced pretty well for such a big statue. It's got a lot of size to it. The colors, the textures all the way through it, it's extremely vibrant. It is a really awesome piece. This was designed by Martin Canale, but it also has a lot of other sculptors that have worked on it, so it's not just Martin Canale's design. But you know, really bang out piece. You get with the exclusive version an optional portrait that shows Wolverine in the more classic mask. So if you really want to make it look more like the original comic book, you can do so. So this is absolutely one of the best statues for me. It's one of the only statues in my collection that has never left my collection. Since my collection is very fluid, that's actually saying something. So I really love this statue. And yeah, for me, the absolute number one is this one. All right, and that's it for my top list of Wolverine statues out there. Let me know in the comments what are your favorite Wolverine statues, and also which character you would like me to see break down next. So that's it, guys. Thank you for joining me. And until next time, keep marvelous.